Namaste, everyone. Welcome to tonight's the Consciousness Accelerator live stream and transmission. So I'm having a little bit of live stream issues. Oh, I'm wondering, can you hear me? Namaste, everyone. Welcome to tonight's the... Okay, great. It looks like my live stream is up and running. I can hear my audio and see the video. Would love for all of you to go into the chat room and sign in, say your hellos and where you're from. Always love to connect with everybody and know who's on. I welcome all the new people. I have invited a bunch of new people who might be new to live stream technology or these programs that I conduct. So if you do want to be able to type in the chat room, you do need a live stream account. It is free. You can just sign up for it right now online. It takes 20 seconds. But then you can say hello in the chat room, like you see people are already signing in. But more importantly, you can ask a question, and that's about this consciousness journey. And you can also share an experience. What we're doing here is a very powerful awakened conversation at the first part of the program where I channel universal consciousness, and you're able to ask questions as well because there's a whole activation that's going on within your DNA. And your brain state, whether we're conscious of it or not, there is a whole activation going on. So I'm also live streaming on YouTube right now, not YouTube, Facebook, but I will upload on my YouTube channel afterwards. And my YouTube channel is Julia Desmond, and I'll be doing a lot more on YouTube in a little bit. But tonight it's live stream, and I will put the recorded version on YouTube. So anyways, it's a lot of technology, I know, but we're doing it. Okay, good. It looks like everyone's signing in. Looks like people can hear me. So yeah, just give an A-OK if you can hear me. I love knowing that before I really get into the flow and start channeling the consciousness. So the first couple of announcements are we are having a fabulous Thanksgiving sale with our CBD products. NeedleRockCBD.com. We are offering 30% off all of our wonderful CBD products. And as most of you know, we grow our own plants at our meditation sanctuary in Crawford, Colorado. So the plants are very high vibrational products. They're grown, obviously, at Needle Rock, our very powerful spiritual awakening center. All organic farming methods. And it's really a very supportive way for the body, mind, and spirit, these CBD products. We've got tinctures, we've got body balm, it really helps the body. I know it's really helped me out, not just during this time frame, but it's really helped me out since we started CBD, which was way back in 2016. It really helps out my brain state, my brain waves, being able to do all these things that are asked of me and enjoy life. So private message me if you have any questions at all. But again, it's Needle Rock CBD. The 30% coupon code is Gratitude CBD. And you put that on the website and you get the 30% off. Volume and video good. Okay. Thank you, Sandy B. That's what I needed. Otherwise, I don't know. Okay. Second, call to action. All of you lady bosses, I am launching a brand new program right after the new year. It's called the Consciousness Accelerator Method. It's an 8-week online, really wonderful course. So what I'm doing now is I'm interviewing really amazing lady bosses. All of you out there, if you're a lady boss of your own life, I want to hear from you. You can be an entrepreneur. You can be a real estate agent. You could be a yoga studio owner. You could be a yoga teacher with a big following. So really, it's a lady boss of your own life. And I want to talk to you. I'm conducting interviews because I'm learning from all of you. And it's really about perhaps frustrations or misperceptions of meditation or consciousness activities, but also the wins. And so it's bothfold of what I'm learning from all of you. Because when I launch my program, I want the program to have the perfect aspects of what all of you amazing lady bosses want. And so private message me again. My email is juliaoneness@gmail.com. Find me on Facebook, private message me there. But also a call to action is sign up for my Telegram group. It's a wonderful application on the iPhone. I find it very easy to stay in touch with people, and you can send private messages that way. That, to me, I love. That's my favorite. So my Telegram group is Needle Rock. It's the Golden Age Sanctuary. And yeah, so let's just stay connected, especially during these times. And any lady bosses that would like to connect on Zoom or a quick phone call, just reach out to me. It's been really fun connecting with people, especially now during this whole, situation we're going through. So it's kind of like a nice social coffee date, whether we do it on Zoom or in person. It's been really nice connecting with other amazing women. So, okay, so let's see who's on live stream. Julie is on. Nice to see you. Sandy B. Lovely. Jennifer Klein. Hi from Denver. Lisa Zelke. Hello, Julia and everyone. Thank you, Julia, for what you offer us. Hello from Montreal, Canada. Wonderful. Nice to see you online. Sylvia Smith. Namaste from New York City. Awesome. Sandy B, volume is good. Paula, love from Chicago. Awesome, Paula. KT Onken, namaste from Austin. Lori Letter, hello from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Fabulous. So yeah, don't be shy if this is your first live stream. I love connecting with you. As you know this, we're creating a community. And just say your hellos. So anyone who was on last week's, this mini version of a Consciousness Accelerator program, if you'd like to share an experience, would really love to hear from you, and I'll read it out loud. I know some of you shared experiences after the program last week, privately. But it's really nice when I do share them publicly because, as you know, your experience helps activate others. And so, yeah, I want to see how you've shifted from a low state into a high state, or if something was activated in your brain, or if a brand new realization happened. That's what I want to hear from you about. And I also want to hear from you, hey, if you're frustrated, if you're stuck in your life or a various part of your life, or even with spiritual growth, I want to hear from you too, because then I can adjust my awakened conversation to really help you out. So whatever side of the spectrum you're on, you're in the right place right now. This is all about the acceleration of consciousness. So the first 20-25 minutes is my awakened conversation, which I love. I've been doing this for over 8 years. Then we'll go into a really wonderful meditation where I lead the pranayama, which is the breath awareness, which really helps us sink into that present moment awareness. And then I will lead the Supreme Light of Supreme Love meditation. This is the actual acceleration of consciousness when you receive that. It's an activation. So please stick around for the last 7 minutes. I am not able to record that, so that is a live only activation. So if you can stick around for the last 7 minutes, please do. Of course, if you're watching the rerun of this, that aspect of the video won't be on it. Because it's such a sacred offering, we don't record it. So, awesome. Okay, so Kenny has said, hi, Julia from Venezuela. Ooh, nice to see you. Linda Hardesty, hi from Denver. Awesome having the Colorado crew. Joni from Asheville, nice to see you. And hi, wonderful. Yeah, keep saying your hellos. Great to connect. I also want to see where people are at. I know last week after this program, it really helped me reside way above the matrix. And if you weren't on last week, you can get the recording from my live stream channel or YouTube. And it was kind of like part 1. Tonight will be part 2, rising above the matrix, which is so great. I know I've totally risen above the matrix in a consciousness way and really stayed in a nice high vibration the past week. And that really helps with the flow of creativity, with abundance, with relationships, with the relationship to myself. So for me, it's critical to stay above that matrix consciousness, that third dimensional consciousness. And so what we're doing tonight, we will access the fifth dimensional and higher consciousness. And we will actually receive shifts in the brain, and they are permanent shifts. But it does take our effort in our daily life to reside in that high vibration. So I always continue to go back to that. It is our responsibility as a human. But we are incredibly powerful beings of co-creation. And that's not coming from an egotistical stance. It's coming from our natural birthright stance. Humans are so incredibly powerful, our co-creation aspect. It's our superpower. It's wired in our DNA. And so we might as well really co-create everything around us, because otherwise other people will. Otherwise, what is being projected over television will co-create our life. And we don't want that. That is just the lowest of low vibration. Anything coming from the TV, just know that has a different agenda, and that's a much lower vibration. So wherever we're at, I would just suggest or recommend residing in a high state. That is your golden ticket, and you will really tap into the flow of universal consciousness. And so last week we talked about, the main teaching was your focus equals your frequency. So again, your focus equals your frequency. So whatever you are focusing on, and that is in your mind, but that is also in how you're living your life, that creates your frequency. So if people knew this, without a doubt, they really would take better care of A, who they're hanging out around with, B, what they're eating, C, what news they're picking up or reading. You know, even just scrolling through, what do you call it, maybe junk mail or junk magazines, or, you know, just wasting time on social media. You're creating your reality by whatever you're focusing on, and this stuff will all draw you in. So just know that. Of course, you can do things in moderation. It's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying be a complete ascetic, but just recognize how powerful we are, and also be extremely self-aware when you are doing things, when your focus is shifted away from a high vibration. Feel how it makes you feel. It'll lower your energy, your frequency, your source intelligence coming through. It'll lower that. So the goal is to always remain in that high state so that source intelligence can flow through you very powerfully. So yeah, just take really care of who you hang out with, how you spend your social time, what you're watching on the TV, whether it's on Netflix or, I don't know, you name it. There's so many things to watch. Just recognize that whatever you're focusing on, it really is sucking your consciousness for a certain agenda or a certain reality. So it is kind of cool when you can rise above that, because you can see that we're just reality hoppers, multidimensional hoppers. This is what we are as human beings. We're co-creative, very powerfully, but we can also multidimensionally hop. So for myself, I know how to reside in a high state. Gratefully, I know that. But there are times when, due to my lifestyle or situation or even people around me, my energy does sink, and that's okay. You know, I recognize that too. But wow, it really sucks or drains my energy. So for me, I get the instant feedback within my body when I do those things. So that's my daily sadhana, is just stay in the high state, stay way above the matrix, and everything else is easy. Abundance is easy, health is easy, relationships is easy, the creative flow is easy. So yeah, I'm my own guinea pig. Everything that I teach here, source intelligence teaches me, flows through me, channels me, takes me through the process, and then I'm able to actually speak about it and give clarity as to what's going on. So one of the things that's happening right now, and this is the energy update, is that the energy is very dense. And for those of you who are super sensitive or empaths, you can feel the collective human energy right now is very dense. And I'm talking in the 3D matrix. Okay? So as a human, we are in that 3D matrix. Our human body is. We have not ascended into a light being. We're here. And that's a beautiful thing of being a human. We are in physical body, and this actually grounds us into the 3D present moment, which is perfectly okay. This is why we're here. Our state of consciousness is much higher. So for those of you who might be having challenging times, I recognize that. I have empathy. The energies are very dense. But the cool thing is, it's not going to last for long. And the collective human consciousness is shifting through this. I can see it. It's like this murky, dense energy, which we're all physically residing in. And it can feel extremely heavy. And the negative aspect of that, it can cause inertia, apathy, lethargy, depression even. It can really lower your vibe. And the important thing to remember is just keep moving. This is really a vital, important thing for the next few weeks, maybe next 2 to 4 weeks, is a body in motion tends to stay in motion. So just move that body. Just move that energy through. It can be anything, but the most important, try to get outside, connect with nature. If you're around animals, trees, all of that, you'll feel so much better. And I'm not saying you have to go out and run a marathon, but really move the energies, because if you do not move these energies, you'll find yourself sinking. And I can just see like a lethargic energy. So keep it moving. You'll feel great. If you find that you're bored, that's also a side effect of all of this, of what we're going through. But help out others. Lend a helping hand. That is the quickest way to shift into a high vibe, plus keep these wonderful energies moving through you. Everyone needs help right now. And you can help out in the littlest of ways, and you can really impact someone. And keep it local. I mean, you have neighbors. You have a community center. I'm sure you have well, I guess you can't visit assisted living homes right now. I know that for a fact. But there are things that you can do. You know, you can offer to string up holiday lights for a neighbor, or you can bake a pie. You know, just keep it simple, but help out. Spread the light. Because A, that'll make you feel great, but B, the impact you have right here in your own neighborhood is fabulous. And people actually really do need help. You can offer to go to the grocery store for a neighbor, offer to run errands. So that's just a good way to get the energies moving, to have you put you into the flow of the universal consciousness while helping out others. Because these energies will stay dense. And if any of you are feeling those energies, again, feel free to type your experience, because we'd love to hear what you're experiencing as well. So we're moving, so right now is November 18th. And we're moving into the solstice, December 21st. That day, or that energy portal, is such a high activation for humanity, for collective consciousness, for fifth dimensional consciousness, and for the new earth. So we're leading up to that, and we will be like going through these dense, murky energies. But no, it will be lifted after solstice, after the 21st. It will be like a new freedom. Almost a new life is being birthed. And then once we get into the new year, absolutely. It's like the doors are wide open. You're back into the flow. So just know that this denseness, it's not going to last long, but it is very dense. It is. So remember, your focus equals your frequency. So keep your focus high. Help out with the animals or Mother Nature or people around you in the best way that you can in this coronavirus type situation we're all going through. But help out your family members. Everyone needs a smile. Go buy coffee for someone. Sit down and have a coffee date. One of my interviews today was with a lady boss. We just had coffee at my house, and it was just so nice. So nice to connect, because we're not actually doing a lot of the social stuff. So just being in the present moment and having a nice cup of coffee with a girlfriend or a guy friend is really fun. So I'm just going to pause for a moment. Let's see. Gail is on from Connecticut. Dimitri from San Francisco. Janine. Hi, Julia. Love from the Netherlands. Late here. Oh, it is late there. Good. From the Netherlands. Rhonda from Kansas City. Dallas Fowler. Yes. Okay, cool. All right. So I want to see some questions from you to get this awakened conversation going. And if you do have an experience, I'd love to hear from it. Love to hear your insight from maybe last week to this week, how you've shifted into a higher state. Would really love to hear that. So I'll just wait a few minutes for some questions to pop up. The most amazing aspect of this time frame is the co-creation aspect. So keep going. Keep that energy moving. A body in motion stays in motion. So it is a really wonderful time to start to co-create with Universal Source something new in your life, whether it's a new project, a new business, you name it. New is coming in. So as the old is crumbling around us, which it is very clearly, the new is coming in, because one thing doesn't leave without another coming in. So know that. So instead of focusing on everything that's leaving or everything that's difficult or the change or the transitions, which is there, you can honor it, but really focus on the new, like all the bright sides of what we're going through, the positive aspects of what we're going through. For me, the positive aspect is people are a heck of a lot more grounded right now. They're more present. They have time for that connection. That's what I've found, at least. And it's incredibly important to be grounded in your physical body right now. I know I feel incredibly grounded, and it feels great. And I hope a lot of you are also feeling grounded. If you're not, really work on grounding yourself, because that, again, will help flow the energies for you and shift you forward in a nice, accelerated way. Because I know you're all beings of light. You're light warriors. You're doing so many things all around the place. Just honor if a challenging day comes up, because not every day is going to feel great. There are days that are chaotic or discombobulated, but those are the days when you can really get grounded and tap into universal intelligence. And of course, the days that you feel amazing, those are the days to really co-create with the universe. Source intelligence is your best friend. It is your creative partner, your business partner, your friendship partner, you name it. Really make friends with universal consciousness, because this is how we can really fly through these times. Okay, so Linda has said, Linda Hardesty, in addition to actually doing things for others, is praying for them helpful too? Well, of course, prayer is so, so powerful. But the context that I was referring to, when you're physically doing things, it's keeping this energy, this momentum going and through you. So it actually is really helpful to do something in the physical to help out others. Just even the littlest thing. I'm not talking massive. If you have the opportunity to do massive things, do that. But little things. And yeah, that might take you out of your comfort zone right now, but hey, that's what it's all about. You know, reach out to someone new. You'll make their day. So yeah, try something in the physical. Of course, always keep your collective prayer for people. But I'm just speaking from the collective. People are going through it. They really are. And if they don't have access to a high state of consciousness or source intelligence, they could be sinking into a deep despair. So it's more about kind of what's happening as a whole. When I say reach out to others, you really could shift someone's day from a negative into a positive, because we are so blessed to be in this flow of divine consciousness. I couldn't get through these exact times without it, and I'm just so grateful. And all of you have access to this divine consciousness, again, through tonight's program. But there's a lot of the world's population that does not have this access. So that's what I'm talking about. Help out others, because as we go through the holidays, people do get even more isolated, more in solitude, more despair. So just recognize that. Recognize it within the close people around you, but also your community members. Katie has said, I've noticed not getting triggered as much, and also noticing the collective consciousness is crazy and angry. Yes, Katie, awesome. You're in a beautiful state if you're not getting triggered as much. And I love the fact that you can see that you've risen above the matrix consciousness. And the matrix consciousness is chaotic. It is angry. I've totally seen that too, experienced it. So again, how grateful for you that you're in a beautiful state like that. You're in a high state of consciousness. So thank you for sharing. I'm sure that helps out others. Dallas has said, initiate conversation always and there will be a connection. Yeah, I agree. Awesome. Yeah, it's all about that human connection right now. Even when you go to the grocery store, you got to wear this mask, but or even at the post office, just cracking jokes. I was at the post office today, just cracking jokes with the workers there. It just makes their whole day because the majority of people come through and they're not in a good mood and they don't add light. So yeah, good point. Gail has said, could you explain how you decide what new changes to make? What's the best way to find your Dharma? How to pick one? How to connect with universal consciousness? Okay, cool. Awesome question, Gail. So we're going to utilize tonight's activation for you, yourself, and whoever wants to get that clarity. You will be connected with universal consciousness through the Supreme Light of Supreme Love meditation. So if you want to know what is the best way to find your Dharma, really open up to that universal consciousness. A lot has to shift in your outer world to really step into your Dharma or life's work. And that's part of the process. We have to do the work. But what I'm saying is this time frame right now, you can really say goodbye to the old and allow the new in. So yeah, do it. Tap in. And what was the last part of your question? How to pick one. Well, your Dharma was picked way before you took incarnation. So it's a soul contract. So we're not just, I'm 49. I don't just say at 49, oh, what is my life's work? No. I mean, I am part of divine will flowing through, and my contract was written way before I took incarnation. But also because of the decisions that I've made, it kept me aligned and at the right time. Like I'm on time with my life. So, and the key is tapping up to universal consciousness. And so for me personally, I ask universal consciousness and I receive the question or the answers. So, and I've been guided that way since 2011. So universal source consciousness speaks to me very powerfully, and I write it in my notes. I've got notebooks upon notebooks, and that's how I'm guided. And I'm very grateful for that connection. So tonight, when we ask for our own personal prayer before the meditation, you can ask, hey, I'd really love to be more open to source consciousness. I'd love to know what my personal role for the planet is. And then just wait to receive the answers. My dogs are joining in the background, per norm. So I hope that helps you out, Gail. So you're in the right place with connecting to universal consciousness. You're in the right place. And just keep at it. And you have the willingness to actually want to step into your Dharma, which is huge. And do let us know what source consciousness is telling you. So Bruce Miller has asked, are there specific activities or processes you recommend to increase our grounding? Actually, I find one of the most powerful ways to ground the energies is do this simple pranayama that actually we're going to do tonight. I always lead that pranayama. And if you even do that for 7 minutes at the beginning of your day, you will be very grounded into your physical being. So that's a very simple one. Anyone can do that. You don't need to be physically active to do that. You invoke the energies and that will ground you immediately. That is the best way to ground into the present moment. Second way, if you do like yoga, do yoga. Yoga is great for grounding. Any physical exercise grounds you, just to let you know that. I mean, running, when I used to running used to ground me really powerfully. But yeah, I mean, I would just do the simplest and easy. Try the pranayama tonight with me when we do this and see, do you feel more grounded? And that's why I like to lead the pranayama, because it puts you in that grounded posture for then when we receive that high state of consciousness. So you need to be grounded in your body to then receive the activations of the high state. So the two go hand in hand. Oh, aloha, Gina. You're in Oregon now? Did you move? So nice to see you. I see you on Facebook. I miss you. Hey, that's awesome if you moved, but maybe you're just visiting Oregon. Lovely to have you online. Dallas says mine comes through poetry. Right, exactly. Yeah, you're channeling that universal consciousness. It's fabulous. And breathing. Okay, breath. Good. Great, thank you for all of those. Again, gotta drink some water. So you know what it's like to feel ungrounded. I know what it's like to feel ungrounded. When you're ungrounded, the energies of the collective just have a heyday with you. Just know that. That's when you can feel the chaos or the anger coming from the collective unconscious when you're ungrounded. I use the word discombobulated. That is a perfect example of not living in the present moment and not being grounded. So, and it makes the day really, really hard. So there are definitely days that I feel that. Last week, I felt that. But then the minute I recognize that, I go into that grounding exercise of the pranayama, and then, of course, invoking the very powerful source intelligence to flow through me during my meditations, and that very significantly grounds me. So I hope that's helpful. I know many of you have other practices, which is great. Recognize what grounds you and just keep at it, because that is super important. Okay, good. So I think we will get into the pranayama aspect right now and the consciousness activation. So this aspect will be about 20 minutes or 25 minutes. And again, I won't be recording the Supreme Light of Supreme Love meditation. That is a live-only activation. So just to remind everybody there, and to new people, because they might wonder if they're accessing the replay of this, why the activation isn't on the end. So Dallas has said, I was an outlet for anger for a while. I'm sure you were. Collective unconscious anger is flowing through, but hopefully you're not an outlet for that anger anymore. Okay, cool. Please stay in touch. I hope you guys all have a great week. I will be online next Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. Let's all connect, same time, same way, but just wanted to make that announcement before we get into the meditation aspect. Okay, so wherever you are, posture is very important. Again, this has to do with the discipline of meditation, but also when we're doing the pranayama and the kundalini activation, you want a straight spine. So however that looks to you, I love to be in a cross-legged position. If that doesn't work for you, that's okay. If you're sitting on a chair, just make sure your feet are touching the floor and prop your butt up with a pillow. So then you have that little prop up. And that really helps bring your back straight. Lift up your shoulders, roll them back. So this is that nice posture that we like. Hand mudra, it feels so good to be in prayer pose in front of your heart. But if you don't want to do that, you can have your palms face up or in a mudra on top of your lap. But if you're really connecting with your heart space right now, you can have your hands in prayer pose. Okay, so with our shoulders gently rolling back, our heart is exposed. Gently close your eyes, and we're going to start the pranayama, and we'll do that for at least 3 minutes. I will keep track of it. Really enjoy pranayama. The breath is the key to life. And again, you can do this short 3-minute or 7-minute practice when you are feeling ungrounded, and you will really sink into that present moment. So let's go into that experience. So you always want to inhale and exhale through your nostrils. And exhale twice as long as you inhale. So that is the ratio that we're doing. So you can start with 3 counts in, 6 counts out. So we'll start right now and do that together. With each inhale in, really focus on the vibration of divine consciousness coming in your nostrils. It circles your whole body and activates your cells into a higher state. With each exhale, really focus that golden energy flowing back out to the planet. Now start to go deeper with your inhale, 4 counts in, 8 count exhale. Again, focus on that energy going into your body with each exhale. Now sink your body more deep into your seated position. Relax into your seated position. Take 2 more deep inhales, deep exhales. With that final exhale, sink your body deep into your seated position. Feel the connection with Mother Earth below you as if you're seated directly on the ground. And so just scan yourself right now, still with your eyes closed and feeling very secure in your seated position on top of Mother Earth. Do you feel more grounded right now? Do you feel more present in your body? Hopefully you do. I do. And it works for me very quickly. Hopefully it works for you. So just enjoy that experience of feeling very grounded and secure. So now very powerfully as a group we can invoke our higher self to fill us up, to fill up every single cell, tissue, and fiber of our being with higher consciousness. This is the presence, the divine presence floods us with divine grace here and now. And we ask that every single cell, tissue, and fiber gets flooded with this divine presence, saturates us. Now we sink into this experience of being grounded in our seated posture, but also having that deep communion with source intelligence, this divine. So we can place our right hand over our heart or our left hand over our right hand. Really connect deep within to our heart space with our hand. And we'll set the group intention, the collective intention. And for tonight's activation, we can be asked that we're much more connected to source intelligence. That source intelligence is being activated into us and through us. It takes a shift in consciousness. So we ask that right here, right now. And we can also ask that we receive communication from our source intelligence to guide us on our way, to really guide us into our life's path, into our work, to show us. So we can ask that as well. And of course, we ask for a shift in consciousness so that we rise above the matrix, way far, high above the third dimensional matrix, that we can reside in that beautiful state this whole week. A fifth dimensional state of being. And now you can ask for your own individual prayer in your heart. This is for you. Be very clear with it. You can even ask for clarity, however that looks. Or you can ask for financial health, finances, wealth, health, good relationships, you name it. Just pick one and really state that prayer in your heart right now. Now we can release our prayers to the field of consciousness. We have been heard. We're in a very powerful communication of the field of consciousness right now. So you have been heard. Release your prayers. Stay deep within your heart space, though, with your eyes closed for the next few minutes. Stay within that golden age vision for mankind right now. I already shared what the collective is going through. We want to see that dense energy dissipated, and what arises out of that dense energy is that golden age timeline, the new earth reality, that new consciousness. So however you visualize it in your heart, you can see all of mankind, all of Mother Earth, all inhabitants rising high into that high state of the golden age divine energy. So you can use that as a collective prayer for the next 1 or 2 minutes and really visualize the positive outcome of everything we're going through. Use your focus. Your focus equals your frequency. So let's raise the frequency of the planet right now. So I will have to stop the live stream and restart it. From your end, you might have to press play again. But once you hear the music starting, then we'll get into the next section of the meditation.